My name is Gary Mallett, and I come to you with over 30 years of experience as a leader of people, a customer service professional that prides themselves in solving difficult challenges by interaction and collaboration with a team. Now, while serving as a call center manager with Excel Telecommunications, I was tasked with creating a team of senior CSRs that would take all escalated calls from the company's three call centers. I interviewed, promoted, and trained these specialists, creating a functional escalation team that was centered around creating lifelong relationships. Now, the outcome for company stakeholders was that team leads, supervisors, managers were now freed up for other responsibilities for approximately 20% of their time each year. My greatest fault would also be my greatest strength. I have a gifting that allows me to see the best in people's lives, even when they do not. I thereby focus on assisting those that report to me and those who I report to in becoming what they were created to be, whatever that may be. An example of such would be when I had listened to and observed a CSR who was exceptionally bright, talented, and malleable in that they were able to be formed into whatever we needed. And I took them under my wing. I believe that they could and would make a wonderful supervisor in the future, even though their past had been riddled with attendance issues, unfavorable behaviors, and some other management did not feel that they were the right person for the job. After spending 9 months with this CSR, they had the best statistics in our 500-seat call center and not only promoted into my escalation team, but took over its leadership. Now, I have found that if a person is properly equipped with knowledge, consistent communication and collaboration, and a team that has their backs, dreams and visions of great things can be brought to pass. For instance, when serving as an administrative pastor, project manager for Praise Chapel, we saw a need in our community for food to be distributed to the needy. Now I took on the challenge and built a team of all volunteer peoples. We firstly created a nonprofit corporation, then found funding for our project. 3 years later, a fully functional 15,000 square foot building, fully supplied with volunteer staff and food, went operational, feeding over 500 families a week. The next challenge was to build a homeless shelter, and we got that done also. No dream or vision is unattainable when a driven person who believes in themselves is at the wheel. When I was working as a district repair manager for 3 Day Blinds, five retail stores in Las Vegas, I was tasked with bringing costs under control during a challenging economic time, 2008. After thorough evaluation, we determined that we were in need of trimming fat from our department. This meant that I would have to lay off three of my reportees. Determining which ones was a challenge, as they were all good workers and my friends, too. It was decided that those with the best attendance records would stay. Thus, I took on the difficult job of informing those who were being laid off. And if you've done that before, you know how fun of a job that really is. Now, one of the most challenging escalations that I encountered had been a customer for 18 months and had called in all 18 months demanding credits to their account. Now, for 18 months, CSR simply took the call, gave them a $50 credit each month without question. But one day, a CSR refused and the call escalated. It firstly went to the escalation team, and they too stood upon the answer of no, and thus it escalated to me, the last stop in this company. Now, after thorough review, I determined that the customer had never been thoroughly vetted in determining the correct calling plan for them, and that if it were changed, could save money without a need for monthly credits. Technically, they had never had a credit coming to them in any of the 18 times, and that our current CSR and supervisor had made a correct determination based on the information that they had. However, changing the customer's plan would solve the problem. When I took the call, I was already well informed and explained the simple math to the customer in a manner in which they received and heard me. I did not give any credit. As a matter of fact, I reversed some of the past credits and still upsold the customer to a plan more in line with their usage. If given the opportunity to join your team, I will become an integral, collaborative part of such and raise to the top like cream and milk, as that's who I am. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to me.